Ever wonder if just one small, kind act could actually change the world? Well, today, we're diving into a timeless story from the Pali Canon that says, yes, it absolutely can. It's about three monks whose simple, harmonious way of living created a ripple of peace so powerful it was literally felt across the entire cosmos. Okay, so here's how we're going to explore this beautiful story. We'll kick things off with a surprise visit that really sets the scene. Then, we'll uncover the secret to their incredible unity, how they managed to act as if they had just one mind. We'll see their harmony in action in their daily routine, follow their spiritual journey up a ladder of profound peace, and finally, witness how their quiet life became this huge blessing for the whole world. All right, so picture this. Evening is falling over the Gosin forest. It's this super serene wood of sal trees, just known for its deep sense of quiet. And it's here that the Buddha decides to make an unexpected visit. Now, living in this forest were three very well-respected cousins who'd all become monks, Anuruddha, Nandiya, and Kimbila. And they were known for being completely dedicated to a life of quiet contemplation and really diligent practice. So as the Buddha gets closer, a park keeper, trying to be protective, actually tries to stop him. He's worried he'll disturb the monks. But Anuruddha, who has this gift of divine hearing, overhears the whole thing. He immediately calls out, "Friend, don't block him. It's our teacher, the Blessed One, who has come."
And what happens next is just wow. It's this beautiful, effortless display of teamwork. Without a single word being spoken, they move perfectly in sync to welcome him. One monk takes his robe, another gets a seat ready, and the third brings water for his feet. It's this silent, graceful dance that perfectly sets the stage for everything the Buddha's about to find out.
The Buddha just watches the seamless harmony, takes his seat, and after they've washed his feet, he gets right to the heart of why he's there. He asks them a really important question. He asks if they're truly living in harmony, and he's not just asking if they get along. He asks if they're blended together as perfectly as milk and water, looking at each other with, loving eyes. Their answer to this reveals the incredible secret at the core of their entire practice. They say, "Venerable Sir, we may have different bodies, but we believe there is only one mind." One mind. I mean, think about that for a second. How on earth could three separate people achieve that? Well, they go on to explain exactly how. So, the foundation of this one mind is metta, which is loving kindness. Each monk thinks to himself, wow, what a gift it is to live with companions like these. And that gratitude makes him want to show loving kindness in everything, his actions, his words, and his thoughts, whether he's in public or private. He makes a conscious choice. I'm going to set aside my own mind and just live according to their minds. That's the key, a total selfless surrender for the good of the group. The Buddha is absolutely delighted by this, but he wants to know more. Is this harmony just them being passive, or is there real effort behind it? So he asks if they're also diligent and energetic in their spiritual practice. And their daily life is just perfect proof of this shared mind. The first monk to get back from collecting food prepares the seats and water. The last one done eating cleans everything up. If anyone sees an empty water pot, they just refill it. No need to be asked. If a job is too heavy for one person, a simple hand signal is all it takes for another to come help. They never have to speak for these things. But their harmony isn't all silence. Every 5 nights, they stay up all night just discussing the teachings together. Okay, so the Buddha is deeply impressed. He sees their harmony, he sees their diligence. And now, he asks his final and most profound question. Has this incredible way of life led them to a state of peace and insight that's, beyond the ordinary? And their answer is a huge yes. They explain that their harmony on the outside has directly cultivated a really deep peace on the inside. And because of that, they can enter these sublime states of meditation, known as jhanas, pretty much whenever they want. They describe their practice like climbing a ladder of peace. It starts with this state of bliss that comes from seclusion. Then they move up, through deeper and deeper levels of concentration and stillness, each one more refined than the last. They even go beyond form itself, into these realms of infinite space and consciousness, until they finally reach the ultimate goal, complete liberation, where every mental impurity is just washed away by wisdom. And they wrap it up by saying that there is no state of being more sublime, more exquisite than this ultimate peace. It's the top of the mountain. And the Buddha, he wholeheartedly agrees. He confirms that they've reached the highest, most blissful state possible. Now, after the Buddha teaches them a bit more and leaves, the story takes this fascinating turn. The profound goodness these three have cultivated, well, it doesn't just stay in the Gosinga forest. It starts to ripple out.
That very same night, a local nature spirit, a yaka, appears right in front of the Buddha. And he's just raving about how incredibly fortunate the people of the land are to have not only the Buddha, but also these three amazing monks living with them. And this praise starts locally, but believe me, it's about to go cosmic.
And this is where that ripple effect becomes a cosmic wave. Hearing the yaka, the earth spirits, shout the news, the guardian deities of the heavens hear them and raise the cry, and the news just travels upwards, echoing from one heavenly realm to the next, all the way to the highest heavens. In a single instant, the entire universe is filled with the story of these three monks and their pure, harmonious life.
The Buddha then confirms this incredible power. He explains that the benefit isn't just for spirits and gods. He tells the yaka that anyone, any family, any village, any nation, who simply remembers these monks and their harmony with a confident heart will experience long-term well-being and happiness.
And this brings us right to the story's beautiful, powerful conclusion. The Buddha explains that these three aren't just practicing for themselves. No, they're practicing for the welfare and happiness of the many, out of compassion for the world. Their quiet, harmonious life wasn't some retreat from the world. It was an act of profound service that generated a blessing for all beings, both human and divine.
This ancient story is such a great reminder that true harmony isn't about these big, grand gestures. It's built in the small moments, the selfless acts of loving kindness in our actions, our words, and even our thoughts. And that's a power that doesn't just change us, it can send ripples of peace out into the entire world. So it leaves us with a question, right? What one small, selfless act could you do today to bring just a little more harmony to your own world?